man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, man, the shout-out still coming in, man. Big shout-out to Pastor Marcus Davidson. Big time pastor down there in Fort Lauderdale, member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Also, hey, all right, the time right now is about 25 minutes before the top of the hour. Gary.
Yeah, good morning, Rick. And I want to shout out to my homeboy, Mr. Adam Chester Shepherd. He's a Kappa also from Port Arthur, Texas. So happy Founders Day, Chester. All right, good morning, America. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and I have the beautiful, the talented, the sexy, the wonderful, the gorgeous, the flawless, honey, Miss Demetria McKinney from Real Housewives of Atlanta here in the house.
Hey, baby.
Good morning, Demetria. How you doing, honey?
Doing great. How about you?
Baby, you giving them boots, honey.
You know, I had to do a little something special when I came up in here with my ex-husband.
I'm talking about looking like a bacon and eggs. Yeah, that's right.
She's beautiful.
That is, I forgot you are my ex-wife.
I'm your ex-wife, honey. I need my alimony.
Yes.
You know we got it, too. You
He got
know we got it.
Yes, honey.
Dish Nation checks. Boom.
How Rick Ross said in that song, F with me, I got it.
You know we got it.
I stays with a baller, don't I?
Now, so, Demetria, last night, honey, on Real Housewives of Atlanta, girl, it was very interesting.
It was very interesting, yes.
I mean, honey, it was like you were making your wonderful debut, honey, and then, honey, Blue Ivy decided she had something to say last
Honey,
night.
I'm not even going to disgrace Blue Ivy like that. Blue's Clues definitely tried it.
Okay, now, what was that
Blue
about?
Ivy.
I mean,
Oh, the girl with the blue hair?
Yeah.
Yes, honey.
Ooh, y'all
Here's
too
what
busy.
she had to say, honey. Now, you can talk. We're going to talk about that. Let's hear what she had to say, Headkrack.
What's your on and off 8 years? Or what did you say, 7.5 years?
Woo! We met on the set of House of Pain. Because we were not supposed to be dating, we had to be real incognito, and that kind of put a big strain on it, so we kind of separated. It was kind of like he needed to leave me to see if he could be without me.
Was that within the last year, 2 years?
Year and a half, 2 years ago.
Okay. I dated him too.
Uh-oh.
Now, Demetria, now, honey.
Wet.
Now, what was the problem?
Wet.
Now, okay.
I thought it was fake when it was happening because I didn't know you yet.
Yeah.
If it was now it happened, she would have got jumped.
Yo,
But
I
back
know.
then I was like, I don't know, is she an actress? Are they acting like
Nah,
that?
that was definitely real. At that moment, you know, everybody has to find a way to have their moment. And this young lady has been on a couple of different reality shows and ain't found nothing to stick yet. So I guess she figured she'd try it over here. It was like we were on a break. And dudes will be dudes. He wasn't a virgin when I met him. It's naive for me to think he ain't going to sleep with nobody when I'm not with him.
Yeah.
But a sleep is different than a relationship.
Exactly. Now, we're going to recollect y'all. Now, last night on Real Housewives of Atlanta, now, Demetria, honey, they were all sitting around like it looked like a little campfire or whatever. And, honey, some woman decided to say that she slept with Demetria's current boyfriend, Mr. Roger Bobb, honey. And I'm like,
I don't
You
know.
know,
did she sleep with him? Did she sleep with
The
him?
problem, a year and a half, 2 years ago, when we were not together.
Y'all on a
So,
break.
A, we were not together.
Okay.
B, she is now in an alternative relationship.
Oh, she's a... Oh,
C, she
that's
claims
cute.
to be happy. And D, we around a bunch of people I'm just now getting to know. And this is when, now, what y'all don't know is we was floating around each other for like 3 hours. So if she really felt like Jesus was calling her to do that.
Well, how did she get invited to the party?
Candy.
Oh, Candy Noah?
Candy knew her.
That's Candy's friend.
And yeah, Candy knew.
So were you sandbagged by that information? Like, did Bob tell you about that, like, beforehand? Like, hey, like, you know, like, while we was on that break, this thing happened. Or did you find out about it right then?
The sad thing is, he tried. When we got back together, he was like, we need to talk about a couple of things. Is there anything? I was like, look, that ain't my business. You know, we wasn't together. What you do is what you do. Go get tested. Ladies, gentlemen, let's just make sure everything is wrapped up and clean and healthy when we get back together. Everything was a go, and so was I.
Demetria, Claudia is not your friend. Why did she walk your ass out there?
Well, at that time, Claudia didn't know me like that. We was just like, that was day 2 of seeing this broad.
We were still trying to both get checked.
Right.
To be honest with you.
Yo, and they were really trying to make us kind of gun for each other too. So you know, I'm kind of giving her side eye like, right, Mookie. You know, I ain't know yet.
Yeah, somebody texted me and told me to watch the Housewives, and I saw it in but you walked out there. When you walked out, and she was like, "Do you know her?" You was like, "No, I know him."
Yeah.
And that was
profound, honey.
You know, the
That was
thing is,
deep.
it's
Yeah.
not saying that he wouldn't sleep with somebody. Sleeping
Yeah.
with somebody is totally different for a dude. What
Yeah.
you stab and what you would actually be with is something totally different.
Not the stabbage.
Stab, dabbage.
Oh, they know what they're doing. Is that the new thing, the stabbing now?
You know.
You know, stabbing grab.
Wow.
You know.
So what's coming up next? What we have to look forward to?
You know, the whole reason I came on here was to show people who I am, and who I am is an entertainer. I'm an actress, I'm a singer, and I'm really looking forward to getting an opportunity for everybody to see my music in its full glory.
And you're going to do that because we're coming back with more Demetria in just a second.
Boom.
We need to remake Donny Hathaway, Where is the Love? Me and you. Donny Hathaway and Roberta Flack. We're going to sing that.
We're going to when?
We're going to remake it. We're going to go to the studio. I don't know. We're going to do it.
Right now, next
Sing
week.
it live.
Just
Come on
just
now.
start a little bit now.
Just
Just start it off.
If
Rickey,
you-
where is the
If you
love?
about that life, I mean.
yeah.
Go ahead, Demetria. Go ahead, Demetria.
Look at
No,
him.
we'll figure it out.
Look,
Coming up next, more Demetria McKinney.
yeah. Okay.
Coming up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, the time right now is 10 minutes before the top of the hour. I don't know if y'all watched the Real Housewives of Atlanta last night. Demetria McKinney and if you're just waking up, some young lady on there with the blue hair showed up and said that she was dating Demetria McKinney's man. I don't get in woman's mess, but ladies' mess. But I was somebody texted me and told me to watch it, and so I turned off because the Cowboys game had just went off. Let's go, Cowboys!
How about them boys?
I'm sorry, I had to get it.
I don't know what's gonna happen in
All
Green
these
Bay
haters.
because Cowboys got to go to Green Bay. I don't know what's gonna happen, but so we're
They
talking
ain't
about
going to
that.
win, but anyway, child.
Don't say that. Don't say that. You got to have hope. But Claudia,
Well, the thing is, okay, now last night, and also, Demetria, you were showing us that you were doing a transition from being a beautiful, successful actress to a recording artist as well. Now, you have a couple of movies that's going to be coming out, and you also have a new video called 100.
Yes.
Featuring the Brat?
Featuring the Brat.
It's a hot song,
That's my
too.
homie. Thank you. Yo, being in the acting industry has been a lot of fun, but it's always been about the music, and that's the main reason I came on Housewives. People needed to know who I was versus Janine or Monica as Ricky's wife. All these different characters did not embody who I am. So as an artist, I came out with my first single, was called 100, and it is just about being 100% who you are and loving who you are and being in a relationship that is as well.
Speaking of keeping it 100, we go to Puerto Rico next week, and there's
Yeah.
quite a scene at the dinner table where you had to set some things straight, and you show a very feisty side. I love how you held your own. Like, that's when I was like, yo.
when Demetria get mad, she
my
started
dog.
talking proper like your mama when the insurance man come over.
You want to speak on that?
No. I try to keep it cute and I try to keep it classy, but please don't get it twisted. I am a tomboy at heart. Like, I root for the Cowboys. I was playing football growing up. I was not
And
a
you was on the
cheerleader.
you was on the basketball
Like,
team.
I was on the basketball team. You know what I mean?
But
So-
you were asked an offensive question, and they'll get to see
I was
that.
asked a very offensive question a couple of different times, a couple of different episodes that I hope they show it, but if they don't, y'all just have to
we'll
know.
talk about it.
I come from a real place. I don't come for you unless you come for me. So remember, #8.
Now, Cynthia, real quick about the music, right? Let's say if you guys are on a singing competition, it's you, Portia, and Mama D. Who's the two people that's going to get eliminated first?
Wow.
Mama
Crap.
D's tooth.
Oh my God.
Demetria.
Oh my
She
God.
is mama.
Yeah, she
No,
performed.
I think it would probably be Mama D. I respect her. I love when artists go out to be artists. Like, I love an artist, but I'm confident in my voice.
Okay.
You can really sing because when you redid that Whitney Houston, it was the bomb. I
thank
reposted
you.
it on my Facebook page. I enjoyed it.
You really can sing.
Yeah, she could sing. They were just singing. Hell, we ain't gonna go into it, but she was just singing. She and Rickey was just singing. It almost brought chills to my eyes. I thought I was looking at Roberta Flack. Right?
You crushed it.
And I have to say this. I'm not the best actor in the world. It was my first time. But you and Ray J gave me a lot of confidence and hope. And you are a professional on the set. Like, watching you act taught me how to act. And when we would run lines on the set,
Yeah.
like, you made me better.
Thank you.
And you was like,
Thank you.
like,
It
you
was
helped me
fun.
out. You made it fun.
It was fun.
Like, I'm thinking, like, tall, red chick, fine as hell. I'm intimidated. I'm like, she playing like my ex-wife. And then we got to hug
And then
do
he
all-
got to kiss me
Had
and
to-
stuff.
oh
What
my
was that
God.
like? What was
Kiss?
that like? Yeah, I was his
Oh.
first on-screen kiss.
Oh, Roger wasn't mad?
Boy, this ain't
No.
hey, when I kissed Demetria, this thing was hard as Chinese algebra.
Oh, wow.
How many retakes did you ask for?
You know how hard Chinese algebra is?
It's harder than algebra. Hell, I don't even know algebra, let alone Chinese. But speaking of hard and everything last night, Claudia, you were asked a question last night on Real Housewives of Atlanta, girl,
Wow.
by Candy. And
I
honey,
wasn't ready.
here's how that question went.
It says for 500, I would A, French kiss Candy, B, flash a stranger, C, strip at Magic City for a day.
All right, I would French kiss Candy for $500.
Claudia, you said you would French kiss Candy for $500.
Okay, anyone that knows me knows I'm very shy when it comes to my body. I don't change in front of my friends. I cannot dance, so I will never be at Magic City. And Candy's successful, got a lot of money. I'll kiss her in the mouth.
That's what's up.
So you're into carpet?
Damn.
No, not on the carpet. I said on the mouth, damn it. Don't bring me into your little dirty world. Booty eating Jane. Me and you kiss the same thing.
Claudia.
I'm sorry. You know you gotta.
You know I'm your filter, honey.
I didn't mean to say that, Claudia. I meant to.
Well, it came out, boy.
I see that.
Claudia.
Listen, I'm 2015, Claudia, man. I'm turned up.
Don't you got black hair, niece? Don't get killed now.
Hairline intact.
Wait a minute.
What I do? And y'all see
wait a minute. Let me say something.
And y'all see my feet.
Let's clear this thing up.
Yes.
You said, let's be clear. Let's be clear.
Yes.
They said in the mouth, Gary, okay? And she has a valid point. Candy has a lot of money. I would kiss Candy in the mouth.
Well, hell, of course you would.
Would you kiss Candy in the mouth, Crack?
Twice.
Yeah, absolutely. So I understand where you're coming from.
I'm not going to be at Magic City for no...
But why you? But you can't dance? Like if somebody gave you a job at Magic City?
Listen, it's a confirmed fact. I can't dance.
can't
I have
dance.
bad feet. Y'all seen last night my feet on TV.
And then she have
Okay,
white.
stop the music. Let's talk about the feet for a minute.
Oh,
okay, I know we got to go.
Demetria, we
Hold
see-
up, Hollywood. I know we got to go. But this is a problem because it's floating around. No,
They're
it's
killing me online. They're killing me.
It is killing the brand of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Oh, wait.
my God.
He's getting his booty eaten by Jay.
Well,
Now, Claudia.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, it's 4 minutes past the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. We got my girl Demetria McKinney in the studio. What up, girl?
Hey, baby.
Hey, what's up, Gary?
Yes, Demetria, you know what, honey? It was just a pleasure, honey, having you by this morning, honey. Because you know what? Sometimes you have to dispel some myths. You know,
Absolutely.
You know, with those tramps, honey, trying to come after you and your man. Honey,
Right.
because, you know, well, that's what they are.
No,
I
I'm saying you
appreciate
right.
the opportunity. I
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah, we really enjoyed you, honey.
Before we say goodbye, I just want to ask you a question. What
What's
was the
up?
best and worst thing about being on a reality show with all of us?
Oh, the best thing is that people really get a chance to know you for who you are. The worst things is people get a chance to know you for who you really are.
Right.
It's like going on a nude beach for the first time.
Right.
You know what I mean? It can be so liberating, but at the same time, everybody's going to have something to say. And as long as you're comfortable with who you are, all that noise don't
Have
matter.
you ever been to a new beach?
Never.
That's what's up.
We'll go.
And Claudia go to a new
Hanging
beach,
with
honey.
this one, I know I probably will.
If Claudia go to a new beach, they won't see her feet because it's in the sand and you look good.
I'll be good from the ankles up. I'll show you.
I
yeah.
can't. Everybody
Demetria.
got something, though.
Yeah, and I'm good everywhere else, I think.
Yeah.
We've asked Candy.
Anyways, it's been hey now.
Well, it was $500.
You started me today. You tried it.
Thank you, everybody, for having me, yo.
Yes.
They can follow me at Demi McKinney on Twitter, at Demetria4Real on Instagram. The website is Demetria McKinney. The single is 100. It's available right now on iTunes. And, yo, tune in for the next episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Ren and Stimpy are going to get it in right here.
The newbies are representing.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure getting to know you.
Thank you, Demetria, for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Okay, here's the deal. It's 9 minutes after the hour. All right, today, right now, we're getting ready to do New Year's confessions.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so you can call and wipe the slate clean, bring in 2015, right? And then another question I want to ask, Demetria McKinney still here hanging out with us. When do you stop saying Happy New Year? What's the date? What's the official date when you stop saying Happy New Year? Around the 15th?
I'm thinking you got about a week.
About a week?
Maybe two.
What you say, Hollywood?
King Holiday?
King Holiday?
That's a bit
That's the
long, yo.
official.
Oh, that's
so
in
you
2
do
weeks?
have 2 weeks.
That's too long.
Yeah,
That
because
feels like
people.
a long time.
Give me mine the first 1 or 2
Yeah,
days.
week and a half. That's it.
Yeah, because I know everybody at the radio station been saying Happy New Year this morning. Like when does that stop? Like
I'm done with it.
Yeah, in the office. What
I think
is
it's
that?
over. I think
Gary,
the
step
thrill
up
is
to the
gone
mic.
now.
What you say?
The thrill is gone. Like, it's
Yeah.
there.
What is the official date to stop saying Happy New Year? Because we want to set out, like, if you say Happy New Year after this day, you can officially slap the person.
No, because
Like-
I say Merry Christmas all during
No,
the
Gary,
year.
I'm talking
but
about like Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, you say it every day. Because every day is a Happy New Year.
It's
New
not.
Year is happy.
It's not. It is
Gary,
totally
no.
not. Totally not. I don't know where you get
Well,
that
that's the case,
from.
then stop saying Happy New Year after New Year. Hell, January the 7th.
Okay, that's the question.
Okay.
That's what we saying. That's the question.
Don't say after the
Why? Look at Gary all turned up right now. He angry.
Well, you done made me mad.
Did I?
You pause when you should stop saying it?
Yeah.
I mean, I think by the 5th it's a bit much. Now, if somebody's just getting out of jail and this is the first time seeing him, then you can be like, Happy New Year. But maybe it wasn't so happy for them. Maybe they're happy now because they just got out.
Hollywood, our producer, said that after Martin Luther King holiday, you should totally stop saying Happy New Year.
No.
So Hollywood, step
so
up to the
long.
mic right quick. Step up to the mic right quick. So why you pick that holiday? What?
Because we're transitioning into another holiday.
Speaking to say what?
Because we're transitioning into another holiday, so it's time to move on.
No.
And then after that, it's gonna be Happy Valentine's Day and all that. So you want to be done by then.
This is why I think it's too long. If you didn't holler at me the first couple days, and clearly I wasn't important enough, don't holler at me like in April talking about Happy New Year or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want mine the first couple days, or just get me next year.
Want yours off top.
Yeah, at the top.
And if we follow that rule, then you got to keep saying Happy Thanksgiving until you get to Christmas, and then Happy Christmas and Merry Christmas until you get to New Year's. It's like,
So is that the question where we go with? Is that what we want people to call in and tell us about now?
No. Let's do that. Let's wipe the slate clean.